Is that you, Watson?
No, it's someone else.
Of course it is. And you almost killed me.
The hell else would it be?
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Watch the excitement! Sherlock Holmes roaming a farm. Checking out a garden. Or just walking in circles. Because I'm really friggin' lost. And confused. And, oh. Maybe I should talk to the inspector. Now we have Crimes and Punishment by Sherlock Holmes. Never played this game. Don't really know what to play this game. I've watched other people play this game. And let's just see how horribly I'm going to do it. Shall we begin? I think so. This is so awkward. If you didn't know there's an autosave function, that's new. Who's he playing chess with? There's no one there. Or the chair's playing chess? I think that's what happened. So, okay. Let's just start a new game. All progress. I didn't know I had progress to begin with. But oh. I think it's beginning. Don't know what Frogwares is. Are these people or are these characters? I'm not. Wiggins! And now the screen's black. Oh, wow. The Fate of Black Peter! This ought to be interesting. Not a whole lot to keep me going here. Now, I have seen some of this game, so I know it's not the greatest on animation. Plus, it was a free game at one time, so that's entertaining. I'm not paying attention to any of this, so I hope it's not important. Nope, don't care. Couldn't be bothered. No. Oh, good God, he walks like Frankenstein or something.
Holmes.
Oh shit! How do I move? Oh. Damn it, Holmes!
Holmes, will you stop that?
Oh God, as I play as the bumbling oaf Watson. Sherlock Holmes crazy to run over Loon. Ready to roll.
Stop, Holmes.
Is that you, Watson?
No, it's someone else.
Of course it is. And you almost killed me.
The hell else would it be?
Nonsense. I was aiming for the vases.
Blindfolded.
Watson, quiet, please. I'm trying to concentrate. Ah, Lestrade. What is it this time?
He can see me. Well, here it is, and it's a good one, Mr. Holmes. Gentleman by the name of
Inspector
Peter
Mercury.
Kent, also known as Black Peter, has been murdered.
A sailor, most probably.
Don't stop me now.
What happened here?
Oh, the vases I bought you!
Would you?
It's the only exercise I've had all week. A grateful client from Limoges sent me a vase.
This is the most lackluster voice actor I've seen in a long time.
You're out of
Or
your
heard in a
mind.
long time. Can't see him, I mean, you just hear him, but,
10.
you know.
Given you were blindfolded, that was very good. Can I have a try?
No, you'll
Am
shoot
I
your
the
eye out,
only
kid.
sane one here?
I suppose that Watson is right, Inspector. A little brain work would be preferable now. Do please tell us more about Black Peter.
Peter Carey.
Black Peter.
Born in 1845 and 50 years old. An ambitious sort, he achieved much success in seal and whale hunting around Scandinavia. Retired in 1884 with a small fortune. He invested his
What a
money
terrible
in a
name for a
property
person.
called Woodman's Lee,
Who names
near
our kid
Forest
Small
Row in
Fortune?
Sussex. It was where he lived for 6 years,
Uh-huh.
and where he was found dead yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Has the investigation already begun?
Yes and no. In fact, this crime is so mysterious that I would prefer you to join me down there.
Uh-huh.
Give me half an hour to prepare, Inspector.
Take me that long to shoot the rest of the vases.
I have to go through the yard first. The merry men struck again.
What have they done this time?
They robbed a powder reserve. I'll meet you at Woodman's Lee, Mr. Holmes.
I should help Mrs. Hudson here. I also have several appointments that I must keep this afternoon.
Lord knows I can't be up your butt all the time. Press X. Okay. Oh! That makes this easier. Look at this. Got evidence. Peter Carey. Oh, maybe this is what he's already told me. This is nothing new. Let's look around his... oh, God, look at all this crap. Yeah, that's not a fire hazard at all. Hello, you want to go and hide in my room, Mrs. Hudson?
What a mess! What a terrible mess!
Oh no, this is nothing. Open the wardrobe. Let's pick something to wear. No, it's locked. Casual. Yeah. Casual. Because I've gone to a murder investigation before in a full three-piece suit. Well, hell, I've gone to Walmart in a three-piece suit. Nah. Screw you, old lady. I'm walking by. Never seen someone seductively smoke a pipe before, but, you know, these things tend to happen.
Holmes?
I can open the casebook. Guess I can look through, what I already know, basically. Yep. Nothing new. No new evidence, just some homeless guy called Black Peter. Even though he's white, so I'm pretty sure his Peter isn't black, but, you know. Speculations. What the hell is this? Oh, this gives me a list of the dialogues. So in case I want to look back at something they read, maybe. It'll give me a good clue in if I miss something. He's just guarding a shed, apparently.
Mr. Holmes, I'm over here. Come on.
I'll be right there. I'll be right over. Once I look at all this stuff that's glowing. Kind of. Wow. Okay, let's examine these footprints.
These footprints appear to be quite large.
And perfect, and in only one spot. Something's fishy here. It's like these were put here for a reason. Examine.
It seems that the garden was well maintained. It seems that the garden was
Oh,
well
well,
maintained.
he already said that once. Da-da-da-da-da. Hey, Pickerhead. What's up?
Mr. Holmes?
Nothing?
Mr. Holmes?
That it?
Mr. Holmes?
Yeah, I know what my name is there, buddy.
Mr. Holmes?
Hello? What are you, a robot?
Mr. Holmes?
Are you afraid to say something? Say it. You have something to say. Say it to me.
Mr. Holmes?
I've got it. You got my attention.
Holmes?
This isn't getting us nowhere.
Mr. Holmes?
You're not telling me anything.
Mr. Holmes?
I'm leaving. You're useless.
Inspector Lestrade, when will you remove my husband's body? It's sacrilegious to leave him here like this.
Is it though?
As soon as we can, Mrs. Carey, I assure you. Allow me to introduce you to Mr. Sherlock Holmes. He's a detective. No doubt you've heard of him. I'll wait for you in front of the cabin, Mr. Holmes.
My condolences, Mrs. Carey.
Thank you, Mr. Holmes.
There is so much lifelessness in these people's eyes. Oh, okay. I guess this is where I can look. No, nothing. Crow's feet, maybe. Is that not a? Well, somebody made a cameo on her outfit, I guess. Oh, there's a... Her tit has crests on it. Oh, the birdhouse. I guess that's part of it. It's in the background. Yeah.
Madam, can you tell me if you saw or heard anything unusual upon the night of the murder?
At 2 o'clock in the morning,
There was a loud gunshot.
Scream. I thought nothing of it then. He would scream all the time when he was drunk.
Well, okay.
Can you please tell me what occurred on the evening of the murder?
Well, Peter got drunk in the evening.
As he does
He was
every
in such
day.
a terrible temper. Usually, whenever that happened, he'd stay all night drinking in his cabin before passing out.
Because, you know, that happens.
Do you remember at what time you found your husband's body?
In the morning, at around
It was
7
eventually.
I
We found
noticed
him.
The cabin door was open, but I didn't go in to take a look, for I knew my husband would not have liked it.
Really?
At around 10 o'clock,
That doesn't
dared
sound
to
fishy at
glance
all.
in through the door, and oh dear,
Yeah, did he have visitors?
Was your husband accustomed to receiving visitors?
oh no, I don't think so. I mean, he didn't really have many friends. He lived quite an isolated life here after his retirement.
Is there a gardener?
The garden is very large and well maintained.
Oh, thank you,
Will
baby.
employ
Oh.
someone to look after it.
It is true, there is a lot of work, but my husband took care of it himself.
Did he? Will it become easier?
You have indeed suffered a great loss, Mrs. Carey. Nevertheless, I believe it will be less of a burden for you soon.
That's not incriminating,
Yes.
or...
Life with Peter was never easy, but he was still my husband.
He was different, wasn't he, when you first met him upon your return from Plymouth?
Yes, Mr. Holmes. Oh my goodness, but how do you know about that?
You undertook a pilgrimage to the Cathedral of Santiago de Compostela when you were young. That much is evident from the rosary in your hand.
Not creepy at all.
The shortest route for the pilgrim from England to Spain is from Plymouth. I believe that you met Peter Carey as a young sailor there, and you married him soon afterwards.
That is indeed what happened, Mr. Holmes. How extraordinary.
I also talked to him before he died.
Thank you,
Hey, tell me
madam.
about it. It wasn't me, it was the inspector. The inspector told me everything. Okay, so apparently a well-kept garden is evidence. Doesn't mean crap got done. Now I get to fast
I
travel?
cannot leave yet. I am not finished here.
Oh, I'm not finished. Where the hell do I go? I'll walk this way and see what's over here. What's in the room? Oh, the body! I forgot about the body. Is he in here? No. Oh, where's his body at? Putting on supervision. Whoosh. Well, this is unexciting. Watch the excitement! Sherlock Holmes roaming a farm. checking out a garden, or just walking in circles because I'm really friggin' lost and confused. And oh, yeah, I should talk to the inspector.
Peter Carey's body is inside the cabin. We took care not to touch anything.
You're the police, and you're coming to me, and you're gonna tell me that you didn't touch anything. It's kind of stupid. I didn't touch anything. Oh, well, no crap.
Wait just a moment, Mr. Holmes, and I'll open it. I locked it yesterday to ensure that no one should enter the cabin and tamper with the evidence.
Ah, good thinking.
Hello, hello, hello.
What is it, Lestrade?
It seems to me that someone has tried to force it, Mr. Holmes.
Let me see.
What the hell am I supposed to do? Stare at it?
You just gotta look at it.
Oh, look, somebody scratched the lock. Oh, isn't that something? Yeah. Scratches, yeah. Oh, now I can
These
examine it.
scratches are fresh.
Let it go, Sherlock.
You're right. Someone tried to force open the door.
I swear these scratches were not here yesterday.
That's what they all
A
say.
mysterious visitor came here last night.
Well, he's not the man for the job. This lock is not a difficult one.
Perhaps he did not have the right tool.
What are you looking at? Yeah, that's what I thought. You better... No, don't look back over here. You look away. Look, I will get all up in you.
Mr. Holmes?
Oh, you're just like the other one.
What a terrible way to die.
Oh, I thought the body had gotten up and walked away. Terrible way to die is awkwardly impaled. I never even knew that was a way to die. Let's look in his chest. I don't wait. Here's some boots.
Peter Carey's boots. They look to be a size 8.
Not the size of a real man. Worn by a small woman.
Old navigation instruments. Nothing interesting.
So says you.
Harpoons for hunting whales.
Keeps them on hand in case any whales try to invade. Attack his yard. Bringing a bunch of...
drank from this glass recently.
Might have been him. It is his room.
Someone drank from...
Well, no shit.
The initials PC have been crudely burned. A sailor's work.
Open the flap. I did nothing.
This aroma is familiar.
Ah.
But to recognize it, I must construct my associations in one picture.
This is one of those shift it and you will see it kind of things. Just one big ass headache. Oh, I've got it. Match up the rest of the boat. And then I move this to where it sort of fits. Okay, so we've got something. It's a boat. What appear to be... Oh, hey, look.
Yes. This is a coarse tobacco, quite strong and very popular among sailors.
Well, he's a sailor, so why is that surprising? I'm not sure I get anything out of that.
A sailor's drink.
Well, no crap.
It seems that Captain Carey was enjoying a drink before he met his death.
I'm glad you're the greatest thinking mind here. Ugh. Great thinking mind. Yeah, examine dead Peter Carey. He smells like
The
utter
wound
hell.
fully penetrated the body. The force of the blow was immense.
It was Satan himself. He came
This
up to
man is in his
collect.
50s, yet he still looks quite strong. This blood is from the pool underneath the dead body.
Well, no shit.
This wooden handle is plain and solid. Peter Carey tried to defend himself with this knife, but he did not succeed.
It was a torrid love affair. Straight out of a soap opera,
AHN,
which they know nothing about.
Probably the initials of the owner of this notebook.
Uh-huh. Yeah, can I get in it? No. No. I can open it.
The pattern of the blood stain indicates that the notebook was not lying on the floor prior to the crime, but it was dropped into the pool of blood after the death of Peter Carey.
Yeah. Oh, now I can open it. Can I open it? Oh, sweet. I don't know who Rano is, but he sounds pretty cool.
These abbreviations mean something, but what?
I don't know, but it's a good question. Glad I'm gonna probably end up finding out. So. Okay, so what do we got here? We got break-in attempts. Then we got draw a clear picture. So I connect this. And then I don't know what I do.
Someone was here yesterday. They attempted to
Extreme
force the
close
door
up.
by entry.
Whoa. Okay. Let me find Lestrade over here. Not the most exciting of fellows, but you know.
Well, Mr. Holmes, what do you think?
I think it's time for
I
dinner.
think that we are lucky
Are we though?
Why is that?
because of last night's attempted break-in.
Uh-huh.
You've lost me.
Now you've lost
It
everyone.
is very probable that whoever came here hoped to find the door open. They tried to force it with a knife blade, but they failed. What will they do? Why, return tonight,
Yes.
when they will be better prepared.
They're crazy.
Aha. So what do you propose?
We shall remain on the outside, near the window, where we stand the best chance of catching sight of our visitor.
Uh-huh.
Well, gentlemen, ready your pistols. We have a long night ahead of us.
Uh-huh. So, now what?
We need to find a good place for an ambush. Perhaps behind Carey's cabin, near the window.
Let's go back here.
This looks like the perfect hiding place.
Is it, though? I mean, really? Come on. Can't be this easy. Or can it? Hell, I don't know. I've never tried to ambush someone before. So. Look, there's a roof of a house. And there's me creepily looking into the roof, or window of said house.
Shh. Did you hear that?
Shut up.
There's someone there. I'm gonna collar him.
I'll be right behind you.
Police! Hold it right there.
Oh, I can't take that way because there's a hedge in the way. Sherlock Holmes can't walk over hedges.
Miss...
No, I cut him off. Hopefully it wasn't important.
All right, my fine fellow. Who are you and what are you doing here?
You're detectives, I suppose. You imagine that I'm connected with the death of Captain Carey. I assure you I'm innocent.
Innocent? And what are you doing in his cabin?
Shall I tell you? You came to retrieve what you had lost after killing Peter Carey, but we were here, waiting for you.
What is your name?
John Hopley Nelligan, but I didn't...
Do you deny that you came here yesterday?
No, but yes, it's just that I couldn't...
I'm tired of this. Off we go to the yard. Tomorrow, I'll see that you're put in front of the judge.
What's he gonna dance?
What? But you can't. I'm not... It's a terrible mistake.
Is it?
Enough. You can explain all of that to the judge. You're coming with me to the yard.
But...
I'm gonna
In
guess
light of recent
Scotland,
events,
or
it seems
for
evident that
anybody
your coming
questioning
here was unnecessary.
that.
All the same,
All
I'm
3
very
viewers.
grateful to you, Mr.
I'll
Holmes.
probably have.
You are welcome, Inspector. But please don't be too hard on our young fellow. I would like to question him tomorrow morning.
There he goes again, seductively smoking his pipe. Because why not? Examine who's on the what's it, Wallahu? Mr. Holmes, are you gonna talk like that?
Mr. Holmes?
Ah, look, you all are on a damn script. You be you. Hey, wait! The first policeman with his own brains I've seen on this game.
Good morning, Mr. Holmes. Can I help you?
Oh, never mind.
Good morning, Constable. I would like to speak to the fellow who was arrested at Woodman's Lee last night.
Too bad.
Ah, the young man. He's waiting in the interrogation room. You can go straight through. His belongings are held in the evidence room.
Thank
That's
you.
good to know. Maybe it'll come in handy. I'll steal his shit. They have a dance room. Okay, what have we here?
These are the suspect's belongings.
That's it? He had to have more shit than this.
Pocket knife. It was used to force the door of Peter Carey's cabin.
Already get locked, man.
A handkerchief with the initials JHN. From R. Dawson. To my friend and partner, 1883. Dawson. I've seen this name before. Perhaps my archive holds the answer.
Oh, sweet Jesus. I guess it's time to go and dig through the past.
The notebook that we found on Peter Carey's cabin floor. These abbreviations mean something, but what?
Is this the only belongings they have in here? It's not very big evidence locker.
Locked.
Damn! This one's open though. What's down here? I'm just hanging around the morgue, you know. That's where I find John Hopkins. Where's he upstairs? Staying alive. No, can I not interrogate him? Okay, well, shit. Are you preaching to him? Because you're not saying anything. Time to return home to my evidence. Oh, well, it's all my shit. So. You know how it is. Let's continue, shall we? Hello? Oh, Watson, there you are.
Good gracious, you caught someone. At least now you have a
Off diddling
suspect.
someone, I expect.
My analysis table. It is useful for my work.
Obviously not this work, because you ignore it. Let's look, search for the name Dawson. Let's...
That is not the one I need.
No? Okay. Let me go to this one. Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund bankrupt. Nelligan missing. The Dawson and Nelligan Investment Fund, a regional banking institution based in Cornwall, was declared bankrupt after a result of heavy losses in its loan portfolio. Ugh. I'll get to these words eventually. And has accordingly been assigned for liquidation. Can I go to page 2? Oh. It was the 23rd largest bank in Britain, and its bankruptcy was the second largest on record. This liquidation of company is a pure catastrophe for many Cornwall families. Joshua Nelligan, I'll get these names eventually too. One of the bankers has since mysteriously disappeared. He was last seen aboard his yacht, prepared for departure to Norway. Nelligan is wanted both by the police and his creditors. Well, you can imagine so.
Here it is. Now I begin to understand that young man's story, but I am still unclear as to what connects him with the murder. It is time to ask him.
That's a pretty damn good idea. Glad you're Sherlock Holmes. You make me feel smart. Ah, we have arrived.
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
No? Okay. So you would tell me where to go. Apparently not. Is this room now open?
Locked.
That one's still locked? Oh, crap. I didn't know I could go down here. Ah, yes.
I have heard the story of Dawson and Nelligan, the West Country bankers.
Yes. Joshua Nelligan was my father.
I am
You fall
aware
off the
that
planet?
it had a bad ending. When the bank failed, it ruined half the families of Cornwall, whereupon Joshua Nelligan disappeared.
My father was under extraordinary pressure.
Uh-huh.
Dawson had retired. I was only 10 years of age at the time, but it was still old enough to feel the shame that befell our family. My father was convinced that he could pay off all his debts if the creditors gave him time. He set sail for Hammerfest in Norway in his small yacht, just a few days before an arrest warrant was issued. He left my mother a list of the securities he was taking. No word was ever heard from him again. We believe that his vessel went down, taking with it everyone and everything on board.
Thank you for the story, Mr. Nelligan. At last, we are making some progress.
Do you believe him, though? No. He doesn't believe him. Let's do the look-see, shall we? Let's look at his hat. Oh, look, he's got a shabby cap. That's awfully nice of me. He's got a patch. He's sitting in a chair. Does that count? Oh, a thin neck. Yeah. But that's expensive. Yes. Elaborate buttons. Not so elaborate buttons there. His crotch. Sure that's not part of it. Oh, short sleeves. Ah.
Does this notebook belong to you?
Yes. But where did you find it? I did not know... I thought I'd lost it at the hotel.
What do these abbreviations mean?
Oh, no. I beg you, I can't. If I told you, it would only make things worse.
But then you
But I
need to
will
tell
find
me
out
now.
today, Mr. Nelligan.
I must know. Tell me about
The
the sea knife.
was found near Carey's body. Tell me, Mr. Nelligan, did Mr. Carey try to defend himself or to attack you with it?
I don't know. I didn't kill anyone.
The police seized this valuable ring from you. Whose is it?
I didn't steal it from anyone. It has always belonged to me.
The ring's date of engraving is many years ago. You would have been a child then, hardly in any position to receive such an item from a partner. So, Mr. Nelligan, who is the true owner of the ring?
John Mine.
The ring is mine.
There's one ring.
No, Mr. Nelligan. I believe that the ring had belonged to your father.
Oh, but how do you know?
The jacket you are wearing is made of an expensive fabric that only a man of exceptional wealth could afford. You do not seem to me to be a rich man, Mr. Nelligan.
No, not at all.
Furthermore, the garment is ill-fitting. It is quite clear that it belonged to someone else, most probably your father. With your father gone and taking with him the family's wealth, as a little boy you had to find yourself a manual job, and it was most probably cleaning fish. You cut your hands often while working. I can tell from the scars.
I'm speechless, Mr. Holmes. It all happened exactly as you say.
Yes, Sherlock Holmes, the
Interesting.
creepiest motherfucker
Joshua
on the planet.
Nelligan and Peter Carey were both at sea in Norway. There is definitely some connection between Peter Carey and Joshua Nelligan's disappearance.
Let's drop the light on his head. Okay, and the ship's logs. Alright. Could this possibly be it? Or a reason? The break-in attempts were made in order to recover the notebook that had been lying in a pool of the victim's blood. This proves the guilt of the person who made these attempts. But I do believe I shall call it quits for now. Perhaps returning, who knows? Nobody can know. Not even I. Until next time, stay fantastic. Hey, Peckerhead. What's up?
Mr. Holmes?
Nothing?
Mr. Holmes?
That it?
Mr. Holmes?
Yeah, I know what my name is there, buddy.
Mr. Holmes?
Hello? What are you, a robot?
Mr. Holmes?
Are you afraid to say something? Say it. You have something to say. Say it to me.
Mr. Holmes?
I've got it. You got my attention.
Holmes?
This isn't getting us nowhere.
Mr. Holmes?
You're not telling me anything.
Mr. Holmes?
I'm leaving. You're useless.
Mr. Holmes?